still testing and learning about shutter speed and ISO. And even though my dad was a photographer, rest in peace, he would be quite ashamed of me because I'm quite incompetent when it comes to understanding this. And even though there's so much resource and I want to learn, and I'm starting to shoot a lot of videos, at least for the vlogs. And we have this Nikon DSLR. But anyways, the point of this video is that, we're always in a learning process, and even with the music, and now that I'm doing vlogs as well, I've mentioned before, I'm still experimenting with the camera, and try to get out of the auto mode on the actual camera, because it does all these funny things, and it's almost like a preset, I guess. And on my latest vlog, I was talking about that I use a lot of presets when it comes to audio and making the music, especially with my amps and plugins as well. But still, we have some certain knowledge of music and knowledge of our art. And forgive me if you hear a lot of noise in the background. Got my daughter here watching TV, so that's the way I roll. But anyways, my point is that we're always in a learning process, and with the camera and shooting my vlogs and sharing and seeing the quality of the video is very important for me. And it's more important, not so much that doesn't bother me so much that I'm actually on auto mode on the actual camera, but it's more about the understanding of shutter speed and ISO and lights and all of this, and how that affects the videos. I watch other videos online and other vlogs, and I say, okay, how do they get that quality? And even though it's an entry-level camera, I'm pretty sure it's good enough to do the job. I'm not gonna make the mistake of buying a different gear and more expensive softwares. I just use this camera, and I use iMovie to edit the vlogs, and it's more than enough to get me started. And like I mentioned in my latest videos about sound, guitar sound and amp simulators, it's about mastering something, and this camera and with iMovie, I believe I could do a lot of damage and learn a lot, and it's the same with audio and with music production, regardless of the software that you're using, regardless of the amp simulators that we're using. It's all about how can we manipulate them. And so yeah, man, I mean, maybe I'm just mumbling away, on an afternoon. Finish my track, I've uploaded. Funny enough, I'm watching on YouTube some tutorials about how to properly use DSLR cameras, especially the one that I'm holding in my hand, and always in search of that knowledge. And you can say that it's a hobby, I guess, and I want to get better at shooting videos. So when you guys see my videos and the vlogs and whatever I'm talking about, hopefully it could be a much more pleasant experience. And yeah, man, just a quick entry on a vlog day, It's not something. You want to come and say hi to the vlog? You sure? Got my daughter here eating crackers and watching TV, and my newborn baby's inside with the mother sleeping. So I said, you know what? I'm experimenting with the shutter speed and all the actual manual functions, and watching the actual videos on YouTube and actually changing the settings, the manual settings, and testing it out. And I said, well, I might as well, the only way to test it out is to do a vlog and share it with you guys. And I just want you to not only see what I'm doing with the cameras and how am I shooting in it or whatnot, but actually as well to give you something of value. That something of value is that, how can we always improve ourselves and how can we learn? And just want to share with you that thing that I do as a hobby is actually shooting my vlogs and shooting, hopefully want to become a kind of like a hobby video maker, if you will, and hopefully I can whack some music on top of it and for fun, But that requires me to learn about light and exposure and other video terminology that I'm not familiarized with it. And slowly learning, but it keeps me fresh, it keeps my brain thinking about something or learning something different apart from the music. So yeah, man, I mean, what else do you guys do? You know, what other hobbies you have outside of music? Or maybe you are a photographer and have music as a hobby. I think it's very important to have something on the side always. So hopefully my videos will get better if I keep improving, and hope you guys can let me know in the comment section. I know I have to improve the audio, funny enough. I don't have an external mic, but you know, anyways, enough of talking and nonsense, I guess. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and hope to see you on the other side of success. Rock and roll, man.